Hello StarMunchers, Max here, back playing Fate the Traitor Soul with Miles and Rant. We're going to be doing the third try to see if we can manage to do 2 levels of the dungeon in one episode. I have the quest loaded up and ready to go. We have Destroy Nightcutter the Roach spawn on level 31, which I think are those tiny little guys. And then activate the Shrine of Gash the Accursed on level 31 and defend it from waves of monster attacks. Yeah, whatever. Destroy Luzthazul, Thorn Tarrant, and its Root Tarrant minions on level 32. So we have 2 on level 31, and then 1 on level 32. Confusing. Regardless, we just got to keep our eyes peeled for a shrine on level 31, and then defend it. Beyond that, I don't believe there's any fetch questy type stuff, so this one should be pretty straightforward, or at least that is my hope. There is a healing charm there. A stamina charm. Okay, that's why I left it there. Good to know. Alright, we're going to see how quickly we can do this. See how efficiently we can get this done. First of all, I'm just going to aggro these punks. Oh, I thought I got that guy. I guess not. Alright. Which those guys I believe are weak to fire. So, and I have that activated, so I should keep that in mind. Even though Miles's special is definitely strong enough to take care of them pretty quickly, so it's usually not a problem. I keep forgetting that Rant is like a poisonous, like a venomous wyvern. I keep forgetting about that. Because every once in a while, an enemy that Miles will hit, well, that Rant will hit, will suddenly get poisoned, and I forget sometimes. That was a nautiloid. Okay, that makes sense. It's just a self-contained little dead end back here. Okay, looks like it. So let's keep on moving. Let's try and fill up the edges of this map. A couple of the levels last time were... Yeah, that's a roach spawn. Wow, that roach had a lot of money in it. This... all money. That's all he had. Alright, we're good on health. We don't need to worry about that now. Okay, Nightcutter's a little bit bigger, but not really a problem. They're all gone now. It's one quest done. We'll keep in mind if we need to use that before we go down another level, because I've mentioned it a couple times now that that's going to be like a main thing to focus on, is getting Miles and Rant healed up before we go down into another level of the dungeon. So we'll just have to keep that in mind and grab that on our way, since it is right there. This level doesn't look like it's too much longer. I could be entirely wrong about that, and I probably jinxed it. But it's okay. Helm, we are good. Yeah, this does go back further than I thought, but that's okay. We'll figure it out from here. Oh wow, it goes way back. Never mind. This is way more in depth than I thought it was going to be. Dervish spell, we don't need that. For a minute there, I thought it was a fate card. Which again, this playthrough has been fun because over the course of playing this, it's forced me to figure stuff out. Kind of sink or swim type learning. Wow, that guy's weapons are stupid. Kind of like immersion learning, where I just sort of get thrown into these situations that I didn't know how to deal with when I was a kid in game, and now I actually like know what to do with the fate cards and whatnot. And I know that there's more to the game than just the town of Grove. Flawless Scar Pike, we don't need that. That still makes me laugh. We missed someone back here. I don't want anyone to feel left out. I'm going to quickly do a couple greater heals on Miles and then go back to fire. We haven't had to worry too much about health in the Druantia dungeon, which has been good in one sense, bad in another. And it's bad in the sense that I've gotten out of the habit of keeping a closer eye on that sort of thing. So I'll have to watch that and keep a close eye on health, because Orcus Shield of the Rhino. Are both of these aren't quest items, so why do I have this? Scorch spell. I don't need either of these in my inventory. At least I don't think I do. I don't even need that turquoise. Just leave that there. Like I said, I've mentioned before, like, money is not a huge problem, so, like, I'm not too worried about getting more money, because it's not like we're saving up for something in specific, because the store is different every time. the game boots up. So you never know. One of these days, it's happened in the past where there's been something that would be nice to have, but is not a necessity that we couldn't afford. But I don't think we're lacking money for anything we need. At this point, it's all like health potions and whatnot. I'm going to get some shrikes because I haven't summoned these guys in a while. And what the heck? Some skeletons. Why not? And then I'll activate this and defend it. Should be pretty easy. Get my fire spell on and activate this thing. Yeah, these shrikes are not going to have a problem with these guys at all. I wonder if there's, like, what, as far as tiers go, if you can summon some really crazier stuff. Because that'd be fun. It definitely would not be necessary. But at this point, Miles has leveled up magic so much that our mana bar doesn't deplete nearly as much to summon even these shrikes. Like, early on in this playthrough, I'd have to, like, full-on stop the game, like, in order to let things refill so I could summon more stuff. That hasn't been a problem in a while, and it's probably because I've sort of reached the top list of things you can summon. Well, towards the top. I'm pretty sure you can summon fire drakes, like dragons, which would be so cool and such like a reversal for Miles's character that he can now like harness the power of the dragons to help him fight in combat, which I think would be really neat. Don't know how he feels about it though, considering his history. So I don't know about that. That is actually a question. That would be interesting. Actually, Miles, what do you think about that? What if you could summon dragons to help you fight in combat? How would you feel about that? Well, I like that pragmatic about it, but if we can find something like that, even if it's not a dragon or dragons, just like something stronger for you to summon, because the shrikes are great and all, but like we sort of leveled off when it comes to our summons, which, you know, just saying, we might be wanting to be on the lookout for something stronger, if that even exists, because summoning the shrikes is kind of a big deal. They're pretty good units, so we'll see. Maybe I should check that vampire magician guy in Druantia to see what he's got in terms of summons, if at all. We might not even have the magic ability to do that yet, but I mean, I have been leveling up magic, so we'll see. All right, let's actually wait a second. Hold on, let me double check. Okay, both of those quests are completed, so we can descend the stairs. Just wanted to check, make sure. Ooh, honeycomb level. We haven't seen one of these in a while. Forgot how much health those guys have. So I know that we need to be killing these root tyrants. And yeah, that's our boy. I'm just gonna spin kick him into next week. That was the thing we were supposed to collect. But I didn't know that that's what we needed to do. Okay, so he slowed us, which is not good. But we just finished the quest, the only quest that we had for this level. So the rest of this should be pretty standard, I'm hoping. Unless it spirals into a super long dungeon. But even then, I think we're making pretty good time, so. Battle Scythe, yeah. Don't really need that. Rant's looking pretty good on health, so we're just gonna keep on rocking and rolling. Healing Charm, we'll take that. Man, more roach spawn. I am so looking forward to when Miles takes that guy down. I'm so looking forward to that. Alright, I'm going to backtrack here a little bit and figure out what's in this back corner. Most likely it'll connect with something that we would have come across anyways later on, but I just want to be sure. Alright, healing. I am going to send Rant over to that. He needs it more than I do. There we go. There's a Naga. And then there should be stuff over here we can do. I hope it doesn't bug anyone that I specifically, like, try and break all the barrels and crates every time I come across one. Like, I know that it's not necessary. I'm aware of this. And I hope that that does not drive people absolutely insane. It's not because I think necessarily I'm going to find something great in it, although I definitely did when I was younger. That's, like, why I broke everything up. It's more just to, like, help me remember areas that I've already searched and already picked through, so that way I know I have a frame of reference for areas that I've already been in case I miss something, which could very much, like, happen. So I've done it in the past. So man, this one goes on for a long time. Dang it. We're gonna be cutting this one close. This may not be as short as I was hoping it would be. Those guys are annoying. Those Grand Evokers. If I come into a room full of those guys, Miles could be in trouble because their magic is just insane. At that point, the only hope that we'd have is getting off a frailty spell on them and just bum rushing them and taking them down as quickly as possible, just so that way they can't get off a bunch of spells. But even then, Miles is going to take some hits, so we need to be cautious about that. Which is why I think so far with the Grand Evokers, I've seen them use lightning and I've seen them use fire, which are both things that Miles has used in the past. So maybe something we should look into is precious stones that give Miles resistance to lightning damage and fire damage, but also give him some bonuses when they're installed. Because I know that sort of stuff exists. Just don't think I'm going to worry about it on this episode, though. Don't know if I want to do that. Considering that this level seems to be absolutely enormous. We'd have to save that sort of thing for an episode where we come across one of those levels that are just really small. Which is fine with me. It's all good. Keep picking up stuff that I don't want. Alright. Man, this level does go on for a long time. Alright, dead end. I think we're close, though. I think we're relatively close, so. Yeah, that Roach Warlord guy, I think that's just, like, the next big thing. I mean, for a while, it was getting revenge for Miles' parents. And then after that, like, Chamber of Trials, I guess, when we realized how attainable it was. But after that, like, venturing into Druantia, which is an entirely new experience for me as a player and Miles as a character, that I don't think Miles has been lost for something to do. I don't want to say that as though he's bored, because I don't think that's the case. I think that it's just odd for him not to have, like, an overarching, however you pronounce that, like, a goal. And so I'm trying to, like, figure out what he's all about right now. Yeah, fire and electricity, man. Those are, like, the two big things with those Grand Evokers. What was I saying? Yeah, just, like, setting attainable goals, I think, is good for Miles. And like I said, ooh, Elite Quicksand Tarrant. This room is an absolute mess. Setting, is this, okay, that's for real. Cool, I don't need jeweled pendant. Alright, that's everything. Let's get out of here. We are good to go. Alright. Let's throw our portal down. Return to town. Complete these quests and then get on out of here. Let's heal up.
You are refreshed.
Cool, cool, cool.
I must ask you something.
And then we got some sort of an achievement for something. Probably something. Ooh, we leveled up. Like I mentioned in the last couple episodes, like, us leveling up is going to be happening faster for obvious reasons. Not to mention that, but since we're getting further down to the dungeon, the enemies are becoming more difficult, so you get more XP from killing them. Because there was a complete lack of that. Like, it took us forever to level up once we got to Druantia, because at the game's starting point, they weren't expecting Miles to come in already super experienced, so the enemies just didn't wield a lot, so, you know. Cool. 90-90. That's looking good. Let me think. Club and mace. I'm going to kick that up 1 because we haven't done that in a while. And then I think I'm going to get us to 20 on shield battle skill. Let's talk to the vampire guy first because he'll probably have a better selection of precious stones. Wait a second. We got that. Dual wielding skill bonus. Yeah, we'll sell that. And that axe, which, yeah, we did not level up axe class, so I'm not even going to bother. I'll sell that. First of all, summons. That's green, and there are none of those in here, which is disappointing. Magical objects, electrical damage, electrical resistance, but that's to a weapon. I don't think we have any open slots on any weapons, which is a bummer. Fire damage to weapon. Item requirements, that's fun. We may strike out on this, which is okay. That's just something to keep an eye out on. We can check this guy, but I don't have high hopes for him having. Dispel summoned monster spell. That seems fun. But I don't know if we come across that enough to constitute getting that, so I don't think I'm going to bother. Wow, that does a lot of stuff, but, like, it's weak, so I'm good. Yeah, let's sell this stuff. I don't need that. 30 defense bonus. Wow. Yeah, that's just not as good. Yeah, and that's not as good, so. Alright, cool. I'm going to end the episode there. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you're enjoying the playthrough as a whole. Whether you're watching it through in 2020 or years from now, it doesn't matter to me. I hope you're enjoying it. Yeah, I'm just looking forward to making our way to the Roach Warlord. That's like the big thing right now. And if after looking at this footage and comparing it to the previous 2 episodes, I see like an average. I think the other 2 episodes took about 15 minutes. This one might go a little bit more. But if that happy medium, the fact that I can do 2 levels in an episode and not have it go on for forever, and I don't have to make a ton of cuts because I don't like that, then I'm going to keep on doing that. Because like I said, I don't want this to drag on until it's meaningless or people think I'm like milking the story and like, I don't know. I just don't want it to drag on because it's not meant to. And like the way I'm playing right now is not how a normal person would play this game. We're taking it like chunk by chunk, piece by piece. And so, I mean, we're playing this game at a much slower pace than it's meant to be played, I'm sure. But I'm having a lot of fun, so I'm going to keep on recording the episodes. But yeah, that's going to do it. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next episode. Bye.